GriefShare is a support group ministry that helps people heal from the pain of grief. The GriefShare video seminars, workbook exercises, and small group discussions give participants encouragement, useful advice, and hope.
The GriefShare videos are excellent.
The video strengthened me.
It's a freeing kind of thing to be able to talk about your loss.
My workbook helped me to unravel the feelings I was going through.
If you know people in your church or community who are grieving the death of a loved one, tell them about GriefShare. Or visit a GriefShare group yourself to heal from the pain of your grief.
There was such a void until I got into GriefShare.
I never really healed down deep until I came to GriefShare.
GriefShare brought me out of my sadness.
Begin your journey from mourning to joy at GriefShare.
So, what's the deal with this whole tithing thing? Am I simply adding to the youth pastor's skinny jean collection? If God gives to me, why would I give it back? Well, first, God doesn't want our money. He wants us. When we give with a joyful heart, it shows God that we recognize that everything we have is His. We're simply borrowing on a condition that we put it to good use. Not a bad deal. Second, it requires that we remain dependent on God's grace to supply our every need. Even the birds don't worry about what they're going to eat, and how much more does God care for us than a bird? Third, we get to support God's work throughout the world. This church you're sitting in right now uses your tithes to support missionaries, feed the poor, and reach out to the community for Christ. It's a tiny price for such a huge impact. So you might be thinking, why can't I just let the rich be generous? My tithe isn't worth much at all. Well, actually, if everyone in this room, everyone sitting in American churches right now, honestly gave only 10% of their income back to God, we could add $85.5 billion to ministry around the world per year. That's enough to feed every child in Africa for life. Plus, God promises that He'll provide you with what you need and warns that we cannot serve two masters. We have to choose. Tithing is not about a dollar amount or spiritual trophies. It's about an attitude of humility, obedience, and generosity. God doesn't want our 10%. He wants us 100%. So go ahead. Pick your master.
S.M. Lockridge once preached a powerful sermon titled, "It's Friday, but Sunday's Coming." I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to a very special Good Friday service that we are privileged to host on April 14th here at West Sunnyside, presented by the Greater Griffin Area Pentecostal Ministerial Fellowship. This will be a great time of music, communion, and preaching by Pastor Jeremiah Hosford, lead pastor of Abundant Life Church in Locust Grove. Service begins at 7 p.m. and a nursery will be available for ages birth through 3 years old. So get your Easter weekend off to a great start and join us for a time of fellowship and worship. May God bless you, and remember, He is risen.
Amazing love, how can it be? That my King would die for me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to West Sunnyside. I'd like to take just a moment to share about our very special Easter services with you. We will begin at 7 a.m. with our annual sunrise service just outside of the fellowship hall. Our associate pastor, Brother Richie Thompson, will be ministering in that service. Following the service, over in the fellowship hall will be a wonderful home-cooked fellowship breakfast. And please sign up on the sheet in the lobby so that we can get an accurate head count of those who will be coming. Sunday school will start at 9:30 a.m. and you'll notice that's about a half hour earlier than normal. And the worship service will begin at 10:30 a.m., which is also a little earlier than we normally start. And remember, Easter Sunday morning offering will go towards paying off our building. We are almost there. So I hope that you will make plans to come out early on Sunday morning as we worship our risen King. And remember, church growth begins with one word: invite. So I hope that you'll be thinking about friends and family that you can invite to this very special Easter service. God bless you.
Surely